I'm not ready. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, we are live, and let me check. It says public.
All
Yep.
right, let me check your account, your YouTube.
Yeah, I got the notification.
I have no description though, so
It's fine. I got it now. I just got that you're live.
Oh yeah, there it is. Going live with friends. I see it. Hey,
Yay!
who's that handsome stud? Hey, hey. That means anybody who clicks on it can see me just acting like that right now.
yeah. So
Hey, hey.
let me
All right, so you figured it out. So maybe we should run it back.
No, we're fine.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna be able to look. I don't know if I could do it on the YouTube studio, but anyway, so yeah, we're live.
Hey.
All right, you guys, as you can't tell, this is our first time going live. Had some technical difficulties, so please
Practice
be
makes perfect.
patient.
Practice makes
Exactly.
perfect. Yep.
So, starting from the beginning, I am with my YouTube friends, Adventure by Abels. They're both in the same place, just in two different rooms. Long reasons, not going to go over them. I got Carla on the bottom, Lucas over here, I guess to my right. And yeah, so we're starting this all over again. So our topic today that I wanted to talk, all of us who are going to talk about, is our thoughts about Disney World and Universal Studios. For me, I officially hit a year with my annual pass to Disney World. So I've experienced Disney World for a year, even though we went through that little shutdown for a few months. I don't know about them, how long they had their annual pass. They just became Universal Studio annual pass holders back in December, and they only went like one time to the theme park. I've had it for over a year. So I just wanted us to kind of discuss and talk about our differences, like what we like about it, what we don't like about it, because they're two different programs and they're obviously two different parks. So yeah, I just want Lucas to start, and you can tell me like what he thinks about Universal, Disney World during this pandemic. Did it take away the magic? Is it still good? Is it worth going to the theme parks right now? So the floor is yours, sir.
100% worth going back to the theme parks. Like, everyone complains about, like, oh, it's different. You gotta wear a mask. Oh, some of the cast members are a little bit angry when they talk. No, it's not that. It's just, it's different, but it's not bad. There's still magic everywhere, especially at Disney. Um, but like Alex said, we haven't really had a universal pass for very long, so we can't really gauge the passes really. But I can definitely say Universal is very different from the last time I went. Last time I went, they still had like the Dueling Dragons ride when they did the Harry Potter reskin on it. Like Spider Man was still like the original graphics. Fast and Furious didn't exist. Very different, yeah, very different like landscape of a park. But I don't think COVID definitely has changed a lot of things, but it's still worth going to. Both these parks are trying their hardest to keep you safe. I actually feel the safest there than a lot of places I've been to since this pandemic started. Like some places even here in town, I'm just like I don't want to go to because I know people aren't going to respect like boundaries and do what they need to do. But these parks are really trying. These places are really trying their hardest to keep you like safe during a pandemic.
Mhm.
So I would definitely say they are worth going to.
Yeah, and I agree. Especially during this time. And I just feel like Universal was slacking a little bit on being kind of strict on like people's masks and stuff, but they're following. They're just noticing Disney World's doing that. And they know that if they don't do it, more people will talk on social media and stuff like that, and they don't want to look like they don't want to have that bad image out there. So they've been more strict too. So I'll let Carla take the floor now, and she can talk about her thoughts about both theme parks, especially, like I said, I know you just got the annual pass to Universal, but you can kind of talk about what you noticed that one day that you went.
Yeah. My only problem with Universal, and like you just said, we only went one time. The only thing that I wasn't too happy with is that they still are doing the express pass. thingy
Mm.
that they do,
Mhm.
and that made the line so much longer. And I know that's something that they're getting money from because people pay for that,
Yeah.
but like Disney's not doing fast passes, so pretty much everybody's waiting the same unless you have like a disability pass, stuff like that. But that was like my only, and it's not really a complaint, it's just like that was the only thing that I was like, I don't know, they shouldn't be doing that right now. But other than that, and again, we only went one time, but everything seemed fine. I did see a few of the workers holding the signs like wear your mask, right, and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, which you see at Disney too. So we'll see, the more we go to Universal, the more we will be able to tell which park is doing a better job. But like you guys were saying, um we've been to other parks, like we've been to SeaWorld, and
Ooh, big
it's,
oof.
yeah, it was pretty bad comparing it with Disney, which is the park we always go to.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad there. And Universal was not that bad, so that's a good thing.
No, yeah. Universal definitely felt more in the ballpark in Disney World with how they're handling things.
Mm-hmm.
Their mask police aren't as aggressive, but they are definitely there. Like they definitely are like on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing I do have to say that I don't really like approve of, like you know how Disney has like a set guideline of what kind of mask you're allowed to wear at the park. Like you
Yeah.
have to wear a certain kind of mask.
Yeah.
Universal doesn't have that stipulation. You can wear one of those gator masks. You can wear like a plastic face shield over your face without a mask underneath it, as long as it's something covering.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's kind of they kind of just like are a little more lax on it. And I like that Disney has like very strict set guidelines that you have to follow. I liked it. It's very safe. It feels safe. It feels safe.
Yeah. Remember when you guys went to SeaWorld and there was like one of the employees was telling a customer to, put their mask, I don't know if they had their mask off or something. And I remember the
Yeah,
customer yelled at the employee, was like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." So
yeah, that was a very bad experience for me. It was actually one of our videos, and I definitely had to like express my concerns that that happened. Like it was a very unpleasant experience.
Yeah, yes, it was.
So I don't know if situations like that. Well, here's the thing: if the customers are being disrespectful and rude to the employees, which they should already be thankful that SeaWorld's open anyways,
Mm-hmm.
that's where management needs to kind of work on it. I don't know if they need to, be around more employees. I don't know how many people they have in management, but to make sure that it's being enforced because the more customers are seeing they could take advantage of this, they're gonna go to SeaWorld and be like, they're not going to tell me what to do. I'm going to be with them.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel that's why a lot of I mean, I don't want to say it, but I feel like there's reason why a lot of people are flocking to SeaWorld too, more than they were because they are super lax. And if they do get known to be super lax, then people are going to go because no one wants to like be safe. I feel like it's a very small population of people that want to be safe. It feels like some days,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
unfortunately.
Yeah. So I feel like both Disney World and Universal are doing a good job making sure people feel safe,
100%.
and enforcing all the rules that they have. And if people don't like it, they even have it announcing through the little speakers, you will be
Yeah,
asked to leave. So
yeah, that's 100%. Like Disney, there's videos of people being kicked out of Disney because they refuse to do what they're asked of.
yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen anything from Universal yet because we're just now getting into like the Universal following. But I don't think SeaWorld would ever kick anybody out. So that's three parks, that's three areas all within the same like couple mile radius of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
very
Yep.
different.
Um, so with my experience, yeah, like I feel safe at both parks. Um, Now, just focusing on being an annual pass holder, I
Mhm.
think I want to give the advantage a little bit on the side of Universal for the mere fact that well, for example, at Universal Studios, no matter if it's a restaurant, no matter if it's a food booth, no matter if it's a Starbucks, you can use your discount
Oh,
have your food discount.
okay.
I don't know if you guys knew about that. So
No, did not actually.
yeah. Just like today, I totally forgot about it, but I walked into a Starbucks at Universal Studios today and ordered a drink. And then the guy asked me for if I have an annual pass, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot you guys do discounts because I've gotten so used to going to Disney World and they don't give you that I forgot to even yeah." So it doesn't matter what it is. You can use your discounts to all these different, well, like I said, different food stuff and the merchandise and all that stuff. Where Disney's a little bit more strict, like you actually have to go to an actual restaurant or
Sit down. Yeah.
Disney's,
Yeah,
yeah, Disney Springs and stuff like that.
yeah.
So it's just like I don't know about that. And I guess the other thing too, Disney, and I get it, you're gonna have tiers. You want people to pay more money to not have blackout dates, but Universal's top two, well, one, they're a little bit cheaper, but they don't really have the blackout dates. Where Disney, like me, I would think being like considered silver, which I have the silver one, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have as many blackout dates, and I do, and which is fine. Not making like not complaining because you're gonna get what you pay for, but
Yeah.
comparing it to like what I'm paying for Universal, I'm like, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
True.
yeah. So, and like I said, they're both unique parks. So, I
Hmm.
don't know which one I prefer. I feel like I
I feel like
enjoy.
there's a
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I feel like there's a counter argument for like Disney though. All right, because I mean, of course we know Disney better. Like as a pass holder, you still get to go to all the parks, right? And there's a lot more to do and offered at Disney parks. Like if you think about it, like of course you don't get to have like your discount everywhere, but there's a lot more options for your discount at the parks.
What?
Does
Yeah.
it if that makes sense?
No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree with that. Um, I guess it's just, well, I mean, if you're gonna be an annual pass holder, you wanna, you're supposed to get all these perks, everything
Yeah.
that makes you
Yeah.
feel like special. You're not the ordinary, ticket holder who just bought the 1 day ticket. You're
Yeah.
a pass holder. And so, oh, here's another thing about Universal. I can't remember. I don't think Disney does this, but like Universal, I want to say every month, you go into the lounge place and you get your little button, you get your little magnet. They got, which is not making they're not nothing great, but I mean, you're
Yeah.
like, okay, you're gonna give me a
It's
free
something.
button, you're gonna get your free magnet. They do their little customized annual pass holder shirts, which I wore mine the other day for the Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah, we saw.
And yeah, and Disney doesn't really give you like, oh, here's your special Walt Disney World, whatever special event. Like we can't. I mean, if you go to Epcot, you can get the one of the festival shirts, but it doesn't say like this one specifically, specially made for the Walt Disney World annual pass holders.
No,
So
they do have pass holder areas that only pass holders can buy from.
Yeah, they do have a few things. Yeah.
so I got one of my friends, and there's a good point about that. Like she hopes they bring back the annual pass. So what do you guys think about them kind of pretty much saying, hey, if you want to be a new annual pass holder, it's not happening in 2021.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate, because let's say the people back in 2020, when they were about to reopen, they said, hey, you
Yeah.
can cancel your pass. If you don't feel safe, we're totally fine. We can give you some kind of partial refund. And I was actually that person that almost canceled my pass because I was like, you know what? I don't know if it's a good idea to go to the theme parks. They're going to get crowded. How are they going to control everything? But then I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm just going to keep it. But think about
Yeah.
those people who did it, who made that choice because of safety. And
Hmm.
now Disney's kind of just stabbed them in the back, was like, well, sorry, not our problem. You're not going to,
Well,
at least of 2021, they can't really do any new passes. So now those of us who have the annual pass, we're like, it's like gold, we're like holding onto
Yeah.
it,
yeah.
I did hear though. I actually have like an Instagram friend that she canceled her pass and she was able to get it back. So if you were one of the people that canceled it due to the pandemic, and if you call, obviously you're gonna be on the phone for a little while because you
Yeah.
know how customer service is. But if you were one of the people that canceled, they are letting you get your pass back now. I am a little bit worried, just a little bit, because in September Havana's gonna turn 3, so she needs to have her own pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I've heard like mixed, you know, different things. Some people are saying that if I call customer service, they'll, because we have it and we're her parents, she's gonna be fine. But again, that's gonna be something that you're gonna have to sit on the phone probably for a good hour or so. So, but I don't know what they're going to do about the annual passes. I know Disneyland is getting like a whole new pass for annual passes.
Yeah. That's what I
So
heard.
I'm just curious to see what Disney World does.
Uh, I mean, so my hot take on this is like, I know they got rid of the passes, right?
Hi, Gabby. Oh, my sister's son.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Gabby.
Yeah, so I know they're not. My feelings on why they're not doing the annual passes for new ones is they're going to lose money on it
Yeah.
because
Makes
people
sense.
will just sap up the annual passes, pay their one-time pay, and then go to the parks. Right
Yeah,
now, Disney's like hurting for money. Like
everyone is.
for the normal person, they're like, oh my god, it's a mega billion-dollar conglomerate. How are they losing money? They're losing money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're right.
instead of losing money by allowing annual pass holders to go through and just buy their one-time pass, they're putting out deals for people to do like week-long trips or 3-day trips or Florida passes or et cetera, where you have to pay again and again and again to come back to the parks. As of right now, they're just trying to make the revenue back. Like I see it as a business model. Like I'm not upset by it, but I understand it.
So
Yeah.
do you think that if, let's just say, I don't know if things are going to get back to normal in 2021, but do you feel like if they recover maybe fast enough in 2021, they maybe might bring it back later this year? I know they said it's for sure things not happening, but that you can,
Yeah.
that's just a
Um,
statement maybe to
I
they
don't
might.
know. I don't know because I did read somewhere that they took out like a couple $2 billion loan for the park division alone.
Okay. So I didn't
That's
hear
two
about that.
billion. Yeah, there's like they took like a loan out. Like I don't remember the exact number, but it's in the billions.
Yeah, but
And
I feel
if
like,
you have to make that back if it's a loan.
yeah, but I don't know. I still think that if you call and you get the right person on the phone, Disney and every business really, it's all about pleasing, the customer. So who knows, because like I said, I've heard mixed stories. So I don't know, but I do think and I feel hopeful that by the end of this year they're gonna bring it back. It's what I feel
I feel like we might see it move towards a direction of more people like coming back. Like I agree that people who dropped their passes because of COVID
like.
deserve to have them back. But
Hmm.
as of right now, from a business model standpoint, allowing people to come into the park essentially for free when you have like a one-time pay,
But it's not
it
though.
doesn't make sense.
Uh,
It's like a recovery phase.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll
No,
see.
I mean, I agree with Lucas. I mean, it's it does suck, but you got to think about if Disney wants to recover from the losses that they especially with Disneyland not open, and
Yeah, think about
you
that.
got the
And all
other theme
the
parks. I think which one was it that was opening and closing? Was it
Uh, no.
Shanghai? Yeah.
Shanghai, the one in China, kept opening and closing, kept opening
Yeah,
and closing. So
Mhm.
exactly.
I
So
haven't don't know anything about any other parks. I mean, the business is taking a hit, especially in the theme park district, especially in the theme park district and the movie district because of the theaters being closed for
yeah,
so long.
yeah. So I
So
mean,
they
yeah.
have to make their money back somewhere. And if they have to cut annual passes, they had to cut annual passes. We are
I guess,
lucky enough to have kept ours, and we're lucky enough to keep going.
yeah, we're very lucky, and it's
Yeah.
unfortunate for those on the other side of the coast with Disneyland because I know there's a lot of upset
Mhm.
Disney lovers with, could you imagine you guys, you're a Disneyland annual pass holder and you've been waiting this whole time and you're just like, you're thinking like, oh, they're going to open. And they're just like, oh, well, right before we open, you guys, there ain't no AP program for you guys.
No more.
Yeah.
And so, and here's the thing. I feel like if we're gonna go comparing like annual pass holder, the annual passes between Universal and Disney, don't you agree that Disney has way more money than Universal Studios, but Universal Studios
Yes.
still offering the annual pass holders, new annual pass holders, and they're continuing to like doing deals like, hey, if you become an annual pass holder now, you get 3 months free. And then I think they had something else going. They even did like you buy a ticket, you had like all of the rest of 2020 to come
Mhm.
for free. Like
Yeah.
they're losing money that way, but they're
Yeah.
more caring about, hey, if these people can at least come into our park, they're
Mhm.
gonna spend,
Buy
on
food.
yeah,
Yeah.
merchandise,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Things that are gonna boost us, and then
Mhm.
they're gonna post it on social media and blah blah,
Mhm.
blah, and then that's how you get. So
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
true.
know if that was. I get it in the business aspect
Mhm.
of their, with Disney that they're losing money, but I think they should have brought it back for 2021,
Yeah.
especially towards the end of the year. There's that anniversary,
Yeah.
and
There's a lot of stuff.
yeah,
I
And
don't.
Disney, like you just said, Alex, I've never seen Disney offer a deal or a discount for annual passes like ever. I know we haven't had the passes for like years, but I've never heard of Disney doing
Yeah.
like for our Universal passes. We got like I think we got like 70 something dollars off. It was like a special, during Christmas,
uh,
and that's when I was like, let's do it. And I know right now they're offering 3 months free, little things like that. I do agree that I wish Disney did more like deals like that, and but instead they raise the price
Yeah.
like every year they
So
go up.
to counter argument even what I just said, because I said even though they're a big, huge conglomerate, like multi-billion dollar conglomerate,
yeah,
Disney knows that people are going to eat up everything they give them, no matter what the pricing and no matter what they do. Disney's almost a lifestyle for people nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's that embedded in our brains. It's like it's a part of your life. You can walk out the door, throw a rock somewhere, and probably hit something related to Disney.
true. So then are you saying because of that mindset, that is why they took away newly AP programs, because they know people will pay the 1 day ticket
Yeah,
and 2 day ticket to get that revenue? Because like you
I
said,
think
at the end of
yeah,
the day, they're gonna pay for that. Okay.
because people
So
have an addiction for Disney. Like
you're right.
you hear all the time. It's like you see all the memes. It's like, how do I fix my addiction to Disney? Oh, I guess I gotta go.
Yeah, you're right.
Like
Yeah.
if you can't get your annual passes, someone's gonna pay for like a week like ticket vacation. Oh look, Disney has a deal for a 6 day vacation. Disney has a deal for 4 day vacation, but they're still paying the money to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You-
And I
They're
guess
they're smart.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but they're doing people so dirty, especially like you said, Disney. I feel when you look at Universal fans and Disney fans, you already know. I mean, there's no like, it's way up there with like Disney lovers.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
A hundred
so it's like,
percent.
so I feel like they should treat their fans a little bit better. But if we're gonna
Yeah.
look at that mindset of them, they're like, okay, we know these people are going to pay for the 1 day tickets. I guess they are doing a deal where I think if you do more than 3 days or 4 days, but they said Florida resident, it is Florida resident, but you
Yeah,
save like,
there's a couple of Florida
yeah,
residents
you
along the way.
save
Yeah.
a certain amount per day over 3 days that you stay. So it's like, okay, it's nice. But then, like I said, there's an asterisk. It's like, it's Florida resident. What about the people in Michigan? What about people in Colorado, California, especially California?
Mm-hmm.
Because they have to travel all the way to Florida right now to get some
Yeah.
Disney in their life.
So if they pay for a 4 day ticket, they're not, or 5 day ticket, they're not going to get that extra savings that we get. So
Yeah,
again,
it's just we live in a weird state of the world right now,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately. And I mean, we can judge what other people are doing because of what their decisions are, or we can just accept it and go along with the ride.
Yeah.
so then do you feel like, I feel like in that category, maybe Universal's winning just slightly. If I mean, we're not talking about like
When it
intelligence,
comes,
but just to come
yeah,
to the
when it
actual,
comes, when it comes to like the perks and stuff you're getting through your annual passes at the moment during COVID, like you said, like we said, we don't know what you can get from Universal at the moment. From what you have told us and what we've a little bit we've heard, you can definitely get more from the perks of being a Universal pass holder.
yeah. I mean, I guess just at the end, I feel like Universal's just slightly treating their, newly or, anyone that's a continuing customer, whether it's annual pass or even tickets. But the nice thing about what they're both kind of doing with like festivals, we just like kind of talk about festivals. I don't think one's doing one better than the other, because Universal right now, for people who don't know, they're doing the Mardi Gras right now, and at Epcot they are doing the Festival of the Arts, and I feel like they're both doing a great job to not cancel events, which they
Yeah,
could, and
easily could.
they're improvising, they're adjusting and doing whatever they can to keep people safe, and I feel like both festivals are doing a great job. Epcot's really the only park that's doing kind of, I guess, festivals throughout the year,
Mm-hmm.
but I know you guys haven't gone to Mardi Gras yet. You guys
Nope.
will be going. For those who are watching, my friends, we're all actually surprised. We're actually all going tomorrow, so you guys will see a a video collab with all of us. But
Yep.
we all have gone to Festival of the Arts, so let's talk about Festival of the Arts. What do you guys think of that festival, and especially this year because it's a little different,
Different, yeah.
My opinion. I mean, it's my least favorite festival that Epcot holds each year.
Mhm.
But I liked it a lot better than last year. It was a lot more surprising last year. There
Me
was a
too.
lot more. There was more booths this year, and there was a lot more food this year.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was more highly impressed this year. 100% impressed this year. Color
Yeah.
me pink.
My only problem with Disney and all these festivals after being and I'm sorry, I have to use SeaWorld because I haven't
Oh
been
yes.
to a
Oh,
festival
I
in
guess yeah.
Universal
From
yet,
SeaWorld.
but SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, they do that lanyard deal that I know Universal does it too. So I like that a lot because one, you're saving money, and I'm all about saving money. So I like that, and I like that you just pay one price, and okay, I'm gonna try 10 different things. Um, where Disney, and I know they're not doing it because they're gonna lose money. We go back to the same subject, but
Yeah.
I wish Disney did that. At least do it for annual pass holders. At least just for that. Let them get, because we don't even get discounts on like festival food. We don't.
Oh yeah, we don't.
No, you
Mm-mm.
don't.
No.
So, and the best Disney World is giving us as annual pass holders is on the merchandise, which is they'll do like, it looks
Hmm.
like maybe every other month they're doing like the 30% off. They'll do it for
Yeah.
like
Yep.
a couple weeks.
Which
This
they've
one,
they've never done that
yeah,
before.
they've never
They
done
just
that.
No.
So it's a nice little perk that they're trying to help, like,
Yeah.
okay, we know this is tough times and we appreciate you guys, here's 30% off. But
yeah. And
like
I
you said,
I
the food, because see, at Mardi Gras or any of festival at Universal, you can use your discount
mhm.
on top of the food. That's already not comparing the food prices from Universal to Disney. It's a lot cheaper. The Mardi
Oh
Gras food
yeah.
is compared to any of the festivals at Epcot.
Now I am curious to see if the quality is gonna be the same.
That was my top. That was what I was gonna bring that up if you didn't,
Yes.
baby. That like so Disney quality festival food from Epcot,
Hmm.
so good.
Yeah.
So good. It's like top tier quality. The only thing I can compare it to right now is like SeaWorld festivals, like we were just talking about for her
Same.
with the lanyard. But like even SeaWorld's got good quality festival food,
Yeah.
but just not as good as Disney as Epcot. But it's there. It's there. Like we might have our grievances with like SeaWorld right now with the way COVID is being treated over there. But when we experienced both their festivals that we did, they were really good.
Yeah.
So SeaWorld pretty much is doing a good job. Because I know I remember watching some of your videos. You guys were like really impressed with the
Yeah.
food. So
Big
Really
portions
impressed.
too.
Yeah, too. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
The portions were amazingly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess if you're SeaWorld and you want to compete with all the festivals Universal's bringing and all the festivals that Epcot's bringing, you better have a really good festival with some really good food. So,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember when we were at Disney, the three of us, but like the Italy booth, it had like three ravioli for $15, only
And they were
because
like,
the
they're like that
sauces.
big. They're like that big. Look
Yeah,
at that.
like I would never pay that for three ravioli. You know what I mean? That
yeah.
is crazy. But like you said, Alex, people are still gonna pay for it. Or Lucas, one of you said
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's why they do it, because most people are
Exactly.
gonna pay for it. So that's my only like issue with Disney and the festivals, that it gets really pricey,
Yeah.
and
When in
drinks,
Disney.
the drinks are like this big, and it's like $15. Like, come on.
Yeah. It's like what, like 3 ounces of
Yes.
Exactly,
a
and that was
wine.
something that's something we're looking forward to tomorrow.
Yes,
So,
I do want to see the drinks, because it says that it's 9 ounces and the
mhm.
prices are so much cheaper. So I know I want to try a few drinks, and I want to see the quality. I want to see how big they are. I'm really excited.
That'll be the kicker for, I think, me, is quality of food. I don't really care about pricing, honestly. Like I kind not really. No, actually, I don't care about pricing of food when it comes to festivals at Epcot. So it's just the quality of food, honestly. That's what I'm looking for mainly tomorrow, is just the quality of what they're giving us.
I just found
Gotcha.
this on the couch, in the couch.
um, no, okay. So I mean, what you guys will see tomorrow. Again, if you guys go to the event tomorrow, for the Mardi Gras, like I said, which they're doing all month long, going into March, if let's say you go and you get your little 9 ounce whatever drink, wine, whatever it is, cocktail, and the food's on point, I feel like now there's a second category that I think Universal is going to be a slight lead on Disney, and like I said, on top of that, I don't know about the alcohol, but on top of that, you get that discount
Yeah.
on the food.
Yeah,
If you care, like you said, Lucas said he doesn't care about prices. I don't really care so much, but when you kind of,
I do.
you went from one event, like I said, I've gotten used to the Epcon, then I got into the Mardi Gras that just started, and I'm just like, wow, $4, compared to what, like,
Hmm.
$4 $3 compared to like seven, eight
Yeah.
dollars. So,
Yeah,
it kind of is an eye opener, and you kind of realize you're like, oh, wow, I really feel it in my pockets because like I do my food reviews, and so I got grabbing a couple things, and I'm just like, wow, I really spent that much today on food at a festival, where it's like you said, they're like, not a lot of portions. So
hmm, yeah.
Yeah.
I really, really wish that Disney did something like the Lanyard. I so much wish that, but they're
But
not going to.
they lose money.
Yeah, exactly. They're not gonna do that. And going back to comparing, Universal and Disney, my one thing I don't like that Universal is doing, Disney, you have to make a park reservation, which some people are complaining about, but I'm pretty okay with that. Um, Universal, you don't make a reservation, you just kind of show up, and if the park's full, then what do you do? I don't like that, like, at all, because like us, we live 2 hours away. So imagine we drive all the way to Universal, and I know it hasn't been getting full lately, but during the holidays it got full capacity pretty much like every day.
Yeah.
Which Disney, if you have your park reservation, then you know for sure that you're gonna be fine. So
Exactly.
I'll give Disney like 1 point for that, because I think that's
yeah,
more organized. So just a quick remark that I wanted to say.
And then another thing Disney has going for it too is like it's for families. Like I know it sounds cheesy by saying that, but like going back to Universal, there's not much there for little kids.
No.
no, you're
There's
right.
not. They got Dr. Seuss Land Isles of Adventure, but then you would have to have a 2 park ticket or a 1 park ticket, and your kid only gets to be in a couple of the rides on Dr. Seuss. There's
Unless
not
it's
much
the
there.
older kids.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
there's a different. Like I said, it's more like Disney is more family centered.
Yeah.
Like it's like when you go out to a theme park and you have like a we're parents. We want to take our kid with us.
yeah,
And if you put two side by side, which one seems better? The one that you can take to your kid and have a bunch of rides, a bunch of things to do with them, or go to a park where you got like one or two things.
yeah, and I agree. And if you think about it, so Disney wins there when you have, your children are young, but when they
Yeah.
start getting older, that's when they start talking about, hey, mom, dad, I kind of want to go to Universal now. I'm
Yep.
kind of no, I mean,
The thrill
there's a
rides.
lot of
Yeah.
kids that still would love to go back to Disney World, but
Yeah.
the Universal starts, sneaking in there, like what, maybe age 7, 8. you know.
It
So
does. It does. But then that's another thing. Like I can pedal back to what I said earlier about how like it's embedded in our brains at a young age about Disney. I mean, they're generated. They're generated towards kids and like young families. So when you get older, you're gonna be like, hey, I like Universal because of thrill rides, but let me go sit down on the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh and have a nostalgic feel.
yeah, yeah. Kind of going back to Carlos' point, that was interesting. I totally forgot about like the reservation system compared to, you know, how Universal doesn't have it. That's spot on because if you whether you're in the state or outside the state and you were to go to Universal, let's say, you know, you can only go to Universal maybe like once a month, and that one day that you go, they reach capacity,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you're gonna be upset, you
Yeah.
know, and that kind of goes your day. Yeah, there's been times where they reach capacity and later on they open up, but like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you're not going to be really sitting around waiting until
Right.
where the reservation system is a little bit smarter. Not a little bit. That's brilliant doing that, because you get to control crowd levels, which that goes back to safety, and you know, people know for a fact they can or cannot go to a particular park that day. You know, especially if they're planning out. You know, like spring break is coming around the corner, so what about those people that are going to go to Universal? They might
Mm-hmm.
end up it might end up reaching capacity because it is spring break. Where
They probably
Disney,
will.
yeah, Disney, you can look in that week and be like, oh, I guess I can't go that Friday, Saturday, but Sunday's
Right.
open or whatever, you know.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'll give a point to that one to Disney.
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
I mean, I guess Universal's more at desperation, so they're just like, oh, we just need all these people to come in. Where Disney's like,
Yeah.
you know, which, but at the same time, you can't risk safety over desperation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's a negative point on Universal there. But I guess when you're
But
losing money,
yeah, at the end of the day, it is a business, and
yeah,
they have to do what they have to do. That's what I think, anyways. So we'll see. We're just now getting familiar with Universal, so we'll see.
yeah,
I'm excited to get familiar with Universal. I miss it.
yeah, and like I said, yeah, you guys just started, so you guys will love
Yeah.
it. Like I said, Mardi Gras tomorrow.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, you guys will enjoy. Like I said, Mardi Gras is great. For those who didn't know, Universal's Mardi Gras is going on. I was there. I've been there a couple times, but yeah, great event. They did a good job, you know, separating the parade floats. They're throwing each parade float. They're throwing the little necklaces. Um, yeah, and then they spread out the booths. And what I like, they kind of open up the types of food instead of kind of just being Southern Cajun style. They got, you know, they're throwing in like Colombian, Brazil. They're throwing like all kinds of like, you know, different countries, and that's really good.
Yeah.
You know, so it gives you more
Looks like
option. Yeah, and so I like that. You know, so they're kind of, I think they're getting that from like how Epcot's
Epcot.
doing
That was about I was literally waiting for
it.
you to
Yeah,
stop talking so I could say
yeah,
that. Yeah,
and
that
I
looks
get
like they're
it.
trying
Like,
to rip off the Epcot.
well, I mean, here's the thing. Mardi Gras is about you know, the
The
Cajun
concert.
food, all that stuff. Kind of New Orleans kind of style food. So I get that, but like they wanted to add a little twist to it, add a little, you know, do something a little different with Mardi Gras, because Mardi Gras does kind of have to do with food. You're celebrating food. Now you're celebrating food, just not just New Orleans, but like outside the country of all these other, you
Mm,
know, um, countries that have unique foods or popular foods that they
yeah.
believe should be in some kind of event. So I like how they squeeze that in there with Mardi Gras because it still fits because it's food, you know?
Yeah. And I do like how they're serving the food with like the little flag on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like that a lot. That's yeah. I
Yeah,
like.
Cool.
like the one that I got already back to back times. The Aracini, they have a
Yeah.
little Italian flag, and
Yeah.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Whoops. Sorry.
Man down.
Yeah, but I'm really excited to see. It's gonna be a little different for us because we have a little 2-year old, and there's not a lot that she can do at Universal, so we just we have to wait when we can go. But like tomorrow, we're pretty much just gonna go to like walk around and eat and just kind of hang out. But
Yeah.
the for a 2-year-old, there's definitely not a lot to do, which is fine. We knew that, but you know, I think it'll be fine. It'll be fun
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be like I said, fun. I just wanted to see what you guys thought, and then everyone that's been watching, kind of like what their thoughts are. If you're the annual pass holder, if you're not an annual pass holder, if you bought tickets, um, just kind of see what you guys think. I'm not saying one's better than the other, but
Mhm.
just to kind of see, take it back, look back at this past year and see like who's giving out, if you're an annual pass holder, who's making you feel like you're a little, not entitled, but like you're getting rewarded for your membership, what you would think if you sign up for a membership. And when it comes down to safety, who's keeping you safe, who's enforcing the rules. We right now see SeaWorld is at the bottom of the list, so if you're thinking of SeaWorld, don't go there until they fix that, whoever needs to fix that.
They're
And then
trying. They just,
yeah
yeah.
Need a
yeah
backbone. There's someone higher up needs a backbone to start kicking people out.
Yeah, and if they're not caring, everyone below is not going to care, and then that's when people get taken advantage of. And it's sad because, like I said, those employees got called back to work. They were laid off for however, probably furloughed, and then they come back to deal with people being rude and disrespectful when they're not the ones. They're just trying to enforce the rules that are there. And people just
Yeah.
want to be how they are. So. But yeah, we're gonna have fun tomorrow. And for you guys that are watching, like I said, subscribe to their channel.
Yep.
I updated the description, and I'll have it pop up right here. They're great individuals. We're becoming, great friends. We're all hanging out.
Yeah.
We're doing this like live now,
Yes.
and you guys definitely need to check out their channel. And like I said, stay tuned for the video collab that we're about to do for Mardi Gras tomorrow. But for
Oh
all you
yes.
guys that have joined, I appreciate you guys. I know one of them is my friend Yadi. She's awesome, and I think Yadi, they subscribe to your channel, I think. But yeah, she, Yadi, with her talk about pricey. She's over here with her lounge fly. You guys want to know someone that buys like all kinds of lounge fly bags and unboxing
I
and
actually watched a
you,
couple of her videos.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's awesome. Yeah, so it's like it's good to connect, and she has a YouTube channel too. So
Yeah,
I
we
need to get.
subscribe.
Yeah, I need to get like a mod. I know mods can do. I don't know if I can do it, but like, if I see people coming in from their YouTube channel, kind of just drop a link to their YouTube channel because I want us all to connect, all us to subscribe. We're all here to grow. So like,
Yes.
I want this to be about we're all helping each other's back and being supportive. So not just being like, hey, just subscribe to my channel or hey, just subscribe to Adventures by Abel's. Like, no, it's gonna be all of us. Like if you have a
Yeah.
YouTube channel, like
Yes.
let me know in the comments. I will try to like put the link up and stuff like that. And like I said, I gave a shout out to my friend Yadi. So but yeah, we'll have fun tomorrow. You guys look forward to that. There will be more shows like this. This is our first show. We're kind of testing it out, and I think it went great,
I
right?
think it did too. Yeah, it wasn't good. It's real good.
Yeah.
This is fun.
It was fun. So thank you guys. But yeah, we will catch you on the next one. That's Lucas
Alright.
again, Carla. You already know my name, Alex. So all right, you
All
guys,
right.
I'm gonna end it here.
All right.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.